What do you have to say to the lovely people of TikTok?
Gloss potato, bing bong, baba booey, baba booey.
Works for me.
He's such a third grader. What do you even do?
Rainbows? Oh yeah, we've got those.
Well, I've decided I'm having fun with this, so anybody who's interested in jokes, art, or random bits of music, comedy, whatever, give me a like and a follow. Enjoy me on TikTok.
Hot take time. With all this talk about who should be competing in sports, maybe we should just eliminate the idea of gender in sports altogether and purely go off of height, weight, muscle density, and things that actually pertain to the sport. I mean, let me know if that's an offensive idea. I'm always open to differing opinions or grow for that. Yeah, maybe we should just do away with gendered sports altogether.
Here's some riff I'm working on.
Every single morning, my significant other makes me a piping hot gallon of rocket fuel that can also be used for coffee purposes. It's the best. Life is awesome. It would be really nice if my stupid piece of shit sewing machine here at work would actually work on occasion.
So my partner is telling me that my mustache is getting a little long. I don't know, what do you guys think? My mustache is too long, isn't it? It's too damn long.
Hey, you know what I think is pretty important?
What's that?
Continuity. Why, never before in such great detail have I heard men describe the experience of smoking crack. Well, I was on the bus earlier today. Thank you, BC Translink. How I imagine gently touching my partner's face. how it actually tends to go. You ever seen a drug deal in public? I have. Thanks, PC TransLink. You ever seen a stranger get assaulted in public? I have. Thanks, PC TransLink. Oh, open door man. Oh, roundy quarter man. Where's scary man with shovel? Oh, man in door. Scary door.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh, scary man, scary room. Oh no. I'm sorry. Do you think there's a Kirkland brand goop juice?
Thanks for coming over, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for spending the night, and see you in the morning.
You jacking off? Hot take time. You don't need to tan your balls in order to be a real man. No matter what people in the news tell you. Oh, it's soda time. Soda, ultra drink, energy, juice, yes, cola. Yeah, gonna pound it. Oh, here we go. And my bullet wounds are healed. And now with my sugar strength, I will destroy the enemy. Hot take time. Honestly, internally, I've come to the conclusion that homophobia and transphobia are creepy. It's really, really creepy. I mean, really, who's got that kind of free time to dedicatedly think about the genitals of consenting adults? It's fucking weird. I mean, at most, I think about my dick, not anybody else's dick. So who's your favorite Batman?
George Clooney.
You want a piece of sushi?
For Atari, we sushi, right?
Oh, no.
Alright, so here's my pitch for cruelty-free meat.
Okay, what's that?
Chickens that just die.
What, you just let them get old or something and they just die, I guess?
We've engineered them with a heart condition. They just die.
So what, you like slam a door really loud, or you bang some pots and pans and shit, and like that's it, they're done? That's it?
I mean, technically you could say they're being frightened to death.
That's horrible. They literally die of being terrified.
Yeah, but it's super fast. Here's an interesting warning thought to get you going. Did you know the human brain can hold up to 2.5 petabytes of information? Or about 2,500 terabytes. Or the total storage space of the Lord of the Rings special effects 208 times over. Pretty fun to think about. Wheel of Time is better than The Witcher. Fight me. With content creators moonlighting as boxers being all the rage lately, here's a thought for you this morning. Say the average person can punch with 360 pounds to 450 pounds of force in total. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest known boxers of all time, he was recorded with a hitting strength of 1,000 pounds. Mike Tyson, as a rude plane passenger can certainly testify, has been recorded with an absolutely monstrous hitting power of 1,178 pounds of force, or the equivalent of being hit by a speeding Vespa. Of course, these two absolutely pale in comparison to the hitting strength of UFC heavyweight Francis Ngannou, who has been recorded to hit with a whopping 52,800 pounds of force, or the equivalent to being hit by a fully loaded Ford Escort going full tilt. The point is, think twice before fighting a professional. What do you call somebody who whines and complains a lot?
The pitcher. Car broke down, and you need a ride?
The hitcher. Have a preference for topping?
The pitcher. You ask some friends out, but they don't show up?
The ditcher. Well, that seems normal. You leave your daughter alone for like a minute in this town. I hope no gray babies come out and stab me.
What is this?
A Bubba Stab? What's that? A Bibbers?
Oh no, the thing I didn't want.
Stab a Bubba. Bibbers a stabby.
Alright, fleeing now.
Well, I'm dead. Yahar, mateys, here be a morning thought for ye.
Did you know that the word tarp is short for tarpaulin? And its history can be dated all the way back to early 1400 seafaring. Traditionally back then, a tarpaulin would be a large canvas sheet covered in any sort of hard coating material, be that things like wax or tar, and that they were commonly used to both keep objects dry and safe on the decks of ships, as well as doubling as blankets for sailors when they have to sleep on the deck at night. Pretty cool, huh? Like and follow for more weird and fun facts and content.
You know, the cult in Silent Hill failed to do the same thing that every other cult did. Wonder whose heaven that they were trying to bring to Earth. Flushed out my hearing this morning. Now I can see out my ear.
Gross morning thought time. 2019, at the Hair Clinic in the UK, a world record was broken for the world's largest piece of earwax. Neil, aka the Earwax Whisperer on YouTube, suctioned out a 2.5 centimeter chunk of earwax, which is 0.984 inches, or 3 CD cases stacked on top of each other.
Get a credit card. Max out that credit card. Get more credit cards to pay off the other credit cards. Hide all the shit you can't afford in a pirate cove. Live away from society. Are you proud of me, Mom?
Here's a lunchtime thought. Did you know various studies have found that the average person will be spending at least 4 to 6 months of their life talking about the weather? Makes sense when you think about it. Hey, look at this! There's a morning thought for you. Bonus points if you know where I ripped it off from.
Josh does the spicy ramen challenge. Food me.
Is this supposed to look like that?
Oh my god, it's good.
Is it time for a morning thought yet? I do believe it is. Simple and sweet today. Did you know that French toast is technically a lie? The origins of this dish actually date as far back as 5th century Rome. Egg dipped into bread or milk, cooked to perfection, called pan dulcus. Forgive me if the pronunciation is wrong, it's ancient Latin.
But there's a delicious idea this morning.
Charity case, I took it and threw it on the ground.
Lunch thought. The very air you're breathing is killing you. Oxygen, as the very name implies, is an oxidizing agent. So as much as your blood needs oxygen for respiratory function, life, it also breaks down your cell's integrity over time.
But hey, that's life. No good without the bad, eh?
You guys, I found an ancient Latin passage.
Don't read the Latin passage.
Warning thought. Did you know that during development of classic action horror game Resident Evil 4, that not one, but 2 builds of the game would ultimately surface as their own properties? An early horror-centric version of the game was going to be set entirely in the castle section, with a dog companion helping Leon solve puzzles. That would ultimately go on to become 2005's Haunting Ground. Of course, the one most people are familiar with was an early action-centric version of Resident Evil 4, where you'd be playing as Albert Wesker's heavily genetically modified son. Developers would ultimately feel that this action-heavy focus would be too distracting from it being a Resident Evil title. And thus, 2001's Devil May Cry was born. along with the franchise.
Video games are fun.
Got asshole butt death. Gonna hurt the syphilititis. Gotta hurt the hickory tree up my ass.
Morning, Thought. Honestly, I'm bummed that Silent Hill 2, as a story, never got a real spiritual successor. To be shown rather than told about how someone is feeling. And with sad sack James Sunderland, frankly, Silent Hill 2 did an amazing job of being able to relate to someone in a situation like that. But rather than someone with a terminally ill partner, what if you were like, I don't know, a transgendered person from Texas or Florida in a Silent Hill game? An atmosphere of the shame and isolation that someone like that might feel? Monsters that reflect the fear of gender-affirming surgery? Oh, what could have been.
Brought to you by Ford.
Revolution. From the front to the back as pages turn. Reading is a very fresh way to learn.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book.
Morning Thought. Quick and easy today. Did you know that back in 2013, YouTuber Garland the Great found a since undiscovered secret in Final Fantasy IX? 13 years after the original release of Final Fantasy IX in 2000. In front of the Tantalus hideout at the beginning of Disc 4, Nero brothers Zuniro and Beniro will be wondering where Marcus and Cinna are. From there, go to Memoria, the final dungeon, beat a boss or watch a cutscene, and head back to the front of the Tantalus warehouse and you'll find another Nero brother wondering about the whereabouts of everyone else. Rinse and repeat until everyone is reunited, and all you get is a protect ring.